Okay, so Arjun is not here yet today, but I know we waited for a while. So now let's continue. So yesterday we were working on Bandit and we are going to continue. So we had reached this point where we had logged in to the 17th part, or you could say the 17th level. So now we need to solve this. And before that, we need to log in. So SSH bandit 17 other 8 bandit dot labs dot over the wire.org on port 2220. Now let me fetch the password for this. Okay, so I'm logged in now. And okay, so today I've been having a power cut for a long time. So okay. Now it says that in this case, to solve this one, we have two files, all right? One is passwords.old and one is passwords.new. And the password for the next level is in passwords.new and is the only line that has been changed between these two files. So let's check this out. So we have our two files and let us just view one of these. So let's say I take a look at passwords.old. So again, it has lines like these. This is the text. And while it is not a very large file, it's still not, you know, it's still not feasible for me to look at each and every line individually and compare them. So I'm going to use a command called diff. Okay, so, there's a command known as diff. I'm going to use this and diff passwords.old, and you provide the two inputs if you want to compare two files. So this is the command you use, diff. Diff is for difference. So now what you see is on line 42, this is the line in passwords.old that was removed, and instead of that we have this text in passwords.new. So what we see here is the only line that has been changed and the password is in passwords.new. So that means this would be our password. So I'm going to copy this, exit out of here, and at 18. And it asks me for a password. So I paste it. And as soon as I connect, I get the message bye bye. Okay, so I entered the password. I got this whole wall of text that you get when you log in. And immediately after that, you get bye bye. Let's try connecting again. See what happens. Enter the password here. Again, I get the same thing, bye bye, and then the connection is closed. So let's take a look at what the next level says. So it says that the password for the next level is stored in file readme in the home directory. However, unfortunately, someone has modified .bash rc to log you out whenever you log in with SSH. So this .bash rc, now this is a system file, it's present in a user's home directory, and this basically contains the configuration for the shell that you get whenever you open a new shell. So even when you log in with SSH, a new shell is open for you, so that bash rc file is then executed. So it is saying that someone has modified .bash rc so that as soon as I log in via SSH, I'm immediately logged out. So what I need to do is I need to bypass that bash rc and read the file. So the way to do that is, see, when we log in, when I write this command, okay, this SSH command. So after writing all this within double quotes, I can specify if I want it to execute a command for me. So let's say I write cat readme here. So first it's going to log in. It's going to ask me for a password. Okay. Okay. Wait, it should not be Bandit 17. It should be Bandit 18, right? Trying to log into 18. Yeah. Why is it showing us 17? It should be 18. So it has given me this password. It did log me out immediately, but it executed this command as well, cat readme. So I can get the password for the next level, but I do not consider this to be a complete solution, because even though we have got the password for the next level, I still don't have access to the system. Okay, if I wanted to log in, I can't do that. So for that, what I do is, instead of this, I can simply write here bash, meaning that I need a bash shell, no RC, and to ignore the bash RC file. So if I do this, now first it's going to, of course, ask you for the password as usual. And after this, if I have a shell, but since I've ignored the no RC, all this wall of text that you see, that is also not going to appear. But at least I'm not logged out and I have shell access. So I write ID here, you'll see that I'm logged in as Bandit 18 now. And now you can do whatever you want with the shell. So you do ls cat readme and you get the password this way as well. So this is a better way because here you also have shell access. In this case, you're only getting this command to execute, but you don't have shell access. However, this method gives you shell access.
So this is the way to bypass.
Yes, this is the way to bypass the bash RC file, and we are able to get the shell
Only
through
for
this.
bash RC. Bypass only for bash RC.
Yeah, there's also a dot profile here. If you want to bypass that, if there's something in that you want to bypass, then you write no profile instead of no RC.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, this is the way to do this. And with SSH, of course, if you wanted to execute a command upon connecting, then you write it like this, and that is what we've used here. So we have our next password. Did Arjun say anything about not attending today's session or anything?
No, he didn't call me.
Okay.
But yesterday he called me to ask me how to install that Kali. And after that, after yesterday when I exit my Zoom meeting, he
Yeah.
called me after class. What happened? I told her some OS crash. So
Okay.
I just to reinstall my OS just now.
Okay.
After that, no calls, no phone. I tried him, but he's not picking up. He's not seeing the WhatsApp message.
Maybe he's busy somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, he's some issue with his visa problem. He is actually
Okay.
US citizen.
Okay.
Okay, so some issue with his visa. Some of days he want to go to police station. So
Yeah,
maybe I
that's
think like that.
okay. So just in case you guys miss the session or anything, okay, you can share the links with each other. You are in contact.
Yeah,
So yeah.
but actually he just he give me the photo of the link, and I
Okay.
try to type it. Some error is showing. That's why I always asking for the link that through this.
Plus these are very long links that Zoom generates. Okay, and
Uh,
they're very long. So it's better to get the link directly. And of course,
yeah.
see if you do miss. So this is the one that we need for the next level. And let's log in. Oh, that's we're still using this. We don't need it now. That's why it was just giving us a normal shell without any of the embellishments. Okay, so I'm at 19 now. Let's see how to solve this one. To gain access to the next level, you should use the setuid binary in the home directory. Execute it without arguments to find out how to use it. Password for this level can be found in the usual place etc bandit pass after you've used the setuid binary. Okay, first let's take a look. Are you aware of what a setuid binary is?
No, sir.
No? Okay, no problem. Let's discuss that. Okay, so first,
Actually, we have
yeah.
missed the mini session in the first itself.
Okay.
I told with that Pankaj sir that
Hmm.
our Wi-Fi hacking it missed it because the hardware tool was not there,
Okay.
and our Windows hacking was through that what we say that easy access now on Windows hacking through password cracking. Windows password cracking it was through that easy access, changing it to CMD.
Yeah,
Yeah, but in latest Windows, that easy access is not there.
that is part of your ethical hacking course, right?
Yeah, in first session, ethical hacking. We have missed many sessions. Can you take it after means after this penetration testing?
You can take the entire course again if you want, but will not be a part of this batch. Okay, you need to talk to the counselor for it first, or you talk to Pankaj sir first.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I told with Pankaj sir. He told he will take it.
Okay, but uh, no, I haven't. They haven't informed me to take that.
Yeah, okay,
Series.
okay.
Okay.
That's I just asked you.
Yeah. So
Okay, sir.
either
Okay.
there is another. You could say there's another batch. Okay, so you can join
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Actually, I one of our students is actually now in that ethical hacking. So I asked them for the link,
Right.
the Zoom link. So if I got the Zoom link, I can study myself now.
Right. 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 Okay. Yeah, that can also work.
Yeah. Okay, let's start.
Okay. So I was talking about set UID binaries. Now, of course, this is not something that's covered in ethical hacking. So even if you miss something there, that's not, uh, like that won't affect this.
But actually, our that ethical hacking was very long time, and it's not was perfect.
Right. No, I understand that. I'm
Uh,
just saying, see, Bandit in general, it has nothing to do with your ethical hacking course. Okay. This is basically just composed of Linux basics. So, like not the exact, like not the very core, like not cd or make directory, all of that you already know, but
yeah,
more of the basic commands of what you use with respect to infosec or with respect to ctfs and stuff and penetration testing and all. So this is about that. So even if you have missed that, don't worry. The concepts that you see here, see, if there's anything you don't know, if there's anything you're not familiar with, of course I'll be explaining. Don't worry about that. So see what a setuid binary is. Let me just show you the permissions for it first. So this is the file, and binary, when I say binary, I mean executable. Okay, so it's an executable file. And look at the permissions, the file permissions. So instead of read, write, execute, instead of X, you have an S here in the user permissions. The user is the owner is Bandit 20, and the group is Bandit 19. Now this S, this means that it's a setuid file. And what a setuid file is, that whoever executes this file, okay, let's say this is file is bandit 22, whoever executes it, regardless of whoever executes it, whenever the file is running, it is going to run with the privileges of the file owner, which is bandit 20 in this case. Okay, so let's say, okay, we try executing it, see what it tells us. It says run a command as another user, example dot bandit 20 do id. So I can use this file to run any command as another user. Let's say, okay, let's just try out this example. It will make it much clearer for us. So bandit 20 ID. So this ID command is now running as bandit 20. So what happens is, now since my user ID is bandit 19, that's what's going to stay here. But take a look at this EUID. EUID means effective user ID. What privileges is the ID command currently running with? So that is the effective user ID. Although I am simply bandit 19, the privilege with which this command has been run is that of bandit 20. That is the effective user ID, EUID. So that means just like you have sudo is what super user do. Okay, so you run a command as super user. Bandit 20 do is you're running a command as bandit 20. That's why they've named it like that. Okay, so that's bandit 20 do. And that means that if I want to access the password for bandit 20, I could try to cat the bandit 20 password file using this executable. Let's see that. So bandit 20 do cat etc bandit pass. We know that this is the directory bandit pass, and we need the password for bandit 20, and I'm able to cat that out. because of this Bandit 20 do. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
So now we
And
have this.
Bandit 20 do means the what's Bandit 20 user have will do in this.
Yeah, the like you have sudo, you are running a command with super user privileges. So with
Yeah.
Bandit 22, you are running a command with the privileges of with the permissions of Bandit 20. So, but that is just how they have named it. Okay, it's not necessary that any file name like this will work this way. This the concept here is of that of set UID. So it's a set UID
Okay.
binary owned by Bandit 20. So whenever this file is executed, it is going to run with the privileges of Bandit 20, regardless of who is actually running that file, which user is actually running that file, that does not matter.
Okay.
So we are able to get the password this way. Let's just copy it and I'll exit. So we need to switch to Bandit 20 now. So what do we get here? Let's see what we need to do. Now it says there is a set UID binary in the home directory that does the following. It makes a connection to localhost on the port you specify as a command line argument. It then reads a line of text from the connection and compares it to the password in the previous level. Previous as in current level actually. They mean to write current level. If the password is correct, it will transmit the password for the next level. So there is a set UID binary and it's going to connect to a port that I specify as an argument. Okay, actually, again, it's about to go out the UPS. So I'll have to end it here. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I can't go any further today.
Okay. Can
Hopefully,
you
we.
please share the link first?
Yeah, just
Yesterday's.
give me 1 moment. Yeah, just a moment.